Welcome, everyone. Hope you're having an awesome day. This is the Bobbi Jo and Sheena show. Two friends, two colleagues, mindset coaches helping the world one thought at a time. Today, we're going to talk about focusing. What are you focusing on? What you want or what you don't want? Sheena, take it away.
It's quite a big thing because when you listen to people's conversations, it really is so funny how we actually end up focusing on what we don't want, even though we know what we want. We may know what we want, but we spend most of our time trying to fix what we don't want. So, just an example of watching my friend leading her dog today, and it was just like she went, "Stop pulling." And I and it was just in my mind, it was just like, well, if we're focusing on pulling, then that's what the dog is going to do because the dog is picking up on our energy. And so it's pulling. And it's almost as if say to the dog, more pull, more pull, more pull. And then there was something on the ground that she didn't want it to eat. And so she went, leave, leave. But it was focusing on it. She was looking at it and focusing on it. And so I went out for a walk after actually. And I'm just march ahead. I'm looking where I'm going. And, bless him, he's here actually. And he just like walked along with me, and you could see him in the background. And he just marched along with me. And it was just like there were other, yesterday when I had him out, there were other dogs, and I was paying more attention to them. But this time I didn't pay attention to the dogs. I paid attention to where I was going. And it was so much easier. He still looked and he still pulled, but I was just like, I didn't say a thing. I just thought in my head, we're going that way. And I remember that, Bobbi Jo, whenever my horse wouldn't load. And bless Maverick, bless his little cotton socks. And I would literally have a conversation with him. So he wouldn't load maybe first time, and I would walk him around. I would show him that I was the leader and everything was safe. And then I'd stand and I'd look him in the eye and go, "You're going in." Like that's all. We can take all day, but we're going in. I just want to let you. Now he doesn't understand a word I'm saying, but he understands my energy and he understands
Mhm.
my conviction. And I would just be like, right, we're going. And I would turn around and I would just walk into the back of the lorry, and he would just come in, and I would go, it always surprised me every time that he did it. But I just thought, if it takes all day, I'll take all day. We won't go to the
Mhm.
show, but you're going in the damn lorry. And so he just followed me. So I guess that's the thing where, from my experience, I'm just stroking this beautiful dog here. Do you want to come in the show? Do you want to come in the show? Let's see. Can you see him? Oh, only the
Oh,
top of his head.
oh, he's so fuzzy.
No, no.
He's cute. And then I got one here. If you're dog lovers, I got a little one on my lap, Miss Haley here, never too far. And I
He's
have
come up.
one on
He's come up. Look, he wanted to be
couch.
on. He wanted to be on camera. Do you want to be on camera? Want to be
Want to
on
be
camera?
on camera?
There you go.
Okay. I'm
He
sure
got on
everyone's
camera.
thoroughly enjoying that one. So, when I was thinking about it, think about kids, right? The first words that they learn besides mummy, is no. Because you're constantly we're having them like, don't touch that, don't touch that, don't touch that. No, 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 no. Right? Again, we always go to the negative, or even with dog trainers, right? That's why we need dog trainers, and the dog trainers teach us how to do the positive affirmation for the dog. When the dog comes to you, even if it took 10 minutes, you're going to give them treats and give them be positive affirmations, and that's how they learn. But we tend to bitch about, and it's that whole experience. I got off track there for a sec, but it's that whole experience that, you go to a store and you have a good experience, you really don't say anything, or a restaurant, but you have a bad experience, aren't you going to tell 10 people? And that's what it's about. You don't tell, oh, I want whitewater raftings. I used to be a guide, and they used to say that, like, please leave us a good thing, a good review, because you went rafting. Yeah, you tell some friends about it because it isn't exciting. But I mean, if you have a bad time, they're going to tell 20 times more people. So it's interesting, but it's the conditioning in the program of our brain, because that's how we are conditioned to talk. So, what are you focusing on? What you want or what you don't want? And pretty much everyone does what they don't want. Oh, the lack of money to pay rent, the lack of money for Christmas presents, the lack of this, the lack of that. Well, guess what? Now you're vibrating at lack. Guess what you're creating more of, my friends? Creating
And there's
more lack.
abundance of lack. Because there is no lack, is there? Because there's abundance. And then but you focus on lack, and all of a sudden there's abundance of lack. It's hilarious, isn't it?
It's hilarious, isn't it? Sorry. All right, I think that's all we got. We get the point today. We're kind of off the cuff always. What are you focusing on? And what I just want to say is that I am doing this book club right here, right after this. Oh, that's in 15 minutes, Psycho-Cybernetics. And this talks about the mechanism in our brain, like a plane going to Paris, or a rocket going out to whatever, Mars, that it's off course 90% of the time. But there's a mechanism just like in our brain that's going to bring us back to course. So set the seed, baby. Set the seed. What are you focusing on? What do you truly want? But see, this is the thing. We don't truly want what we really want. We want what everyone else is having because we've been so brainwashed by society that we want what the Joneses have. So start using the imagination. Start noticing the little things and start making a carbon copy blueprint of who you truly are. You're not, Paris Hilton, and you're not whatever, Julia Roberts. I don't know. I couldn't think of anyone else. You're not these
And you're
famous
not Sheena, and you're
people.
not Bobbi Jo.
Yeah, you're not Sheena, you're not Bobby Joe, baby, right? So, who are you, right? And we always say it, bloom where you stand. Start watering you, start nurturing you, start feeding your soul, start feeding that. I'm studying metaphysics a lot, and yesterday we were talking about personality and the individuality. And the personality is more the ego, the individuality is actually who we are, the essence, the soul, the I am presence. But that's a whole other topic. So, that's all we got. What are you focusing on? Where's that lens for you? What do you see out there, people? What do you want? You creating what you want, what you don't want. And that's all I have.
So yeah, nothing to fix, just to focus on what you want. And I promise you, you will be led to those actions. See you later.
Have a good
Or
one.
later. See
We see
ya.
you later, Gator.